of pride means humility. Humility or absence of pride. Pride means considering ourselves great. Pride is a very, मान जो है, it's a very strange thing. We identify with our body, mind, intellect. Then we identify with the properties and things which we have accumulated. We identify with all the achievements which this body, mind, intellect equipment has acquired. And identifying with that, we have created our own image. And then image we compare it with other images which are there in the world, and we feel that I am better than them and I am most worshipful and all. That sort of attitude is called man, pride. It is not only I am great, but you are small. And very strange, the pride, I feel that I am great, but I also want constant encouragement and acceptance from others also. Because by my own feeling that I am great, it doesn't satisfy me. It needs the feedback from the world. This pride is very strange. It needs constant feedback from the world. If the world stops giving feedback, this pride will feel little agitated and all. So it wants some people always saying, you are so great. You are the very expression of greatness. Whether pride on beauty, then constantly we want someone to appreciate and say, you are very beautiful, very attractive, very nice dress you are wearing. And so smart, your smile is very wonderful, and you walk so nicely and all. And your voice is like a sweet music and all. And only one day if you say all these things, it will not be sufficient. Next day again you have to repeat. You are so nice and you are so sweet and your voice is like music and all. And if it is not repeated, this fellow feels very depressed and all that. क्या हो गया? Nobody appreciates me, Then they throw parties and all, so that all those people come and appreciate. You are such a great person, you are nice, and your voice is like music. So this goes on, Then this pride is such strange that if other proud people come, then there is a competition then. See, even a person who is humble, but somebody comes and start expressing, that pride from him also start coming out. If somebody tells you, I have this and I am so great and I am this, then you feel, because that person saying that I am great makes you low, and then you also have your own pride, so you try to become higher than him. Then he tries to become higher than you. So this goes on. It's very interesting phenomena. And these are all natural reactions of our body-mind equipment. And we get caught up in it. And people get so much caught up that one pride can make them run like mad dog throughout their life. Just to show our neighbor that I am better, they will work so hard. Just to show someone this, I am so great, they will do all sorts of things to make themselves higher than them. Then they also compete and try to become higher than you. So the whole life goes in this pride and maintaining that pride. To maintain pride is very difficult. And it cannot be maintained for long, because whatever we have, for which we are proud of, is temporarily, it will go. It cannot, even wealth and position, name, fame, everything is ephemeral, it goes. It doesn't remain. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvan garvam harati nimeshat kalas sarvam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that don't be proud of your yauvan, your youthfulness and your wealth and position, name, fame. It can just disappear within short time. But that pride prevents me from gaining knowledge of my own self. Because pride creates such a big thing, about my own ego. Ego itself is very difficult to transcend. Pride is like coloring and modifying this ego and making it like gubbara bana dete usko. To ordinary ego to transcend is very difficult. Pride wala ego to more difficult. So we have to become free of this pride. And that freedom from pride comes from understanding, from knowledge. Vidya dadati vinayam. By understanding this flimsiness of all this game, whatever we are proud of will go away. And all these are kshetra only. I am much more greater than all the things of this world put together. That pure consciousness. We are neglecting our own real nature and running after all these shadows. Proud of wealth and position, kuch nahi rehne wala hai. But that makes a person gets tied up in this samsara. So with deep understanding, with deep wisdom, one can become free of all this pride. Amanitvam, humility. Don't be proud of anything because they don't really belong to us. It is, we are that sun which is reflecting in this water. That water doesn't belong to us. The other waters around it also doesn't belong to us. Temporarily, we are reflected in this body-mind equipment, which is functioning according to the laws of nature. And whatever is happening also happens according to the laws of nature. One particular body-mind equipment functions in a particular way and certain things happens around it. That body-mind equipment need not be proud about it. It's just a happening in the world. So amanitvam, if we deeply understand, if we become contemplative and wise and understand this, the first thing which will drop is this man only. Pride will. See, this is not something to be practiced. Humility is not an action, huh? So humble. Sorry. Some people act humble. मैं तो आपके पैर की जूता हूँ वो something. It's not a dialogue, And if you tell these humble people, oh, you are my pair ka, and if you introduce, he is my pair ka juta, that fellow will get, that person will get irritated. But then I will say, you only told me. I told you, but I didn't mean it. So humility is not an action. It's an expression, it's a byproduct of wisdom. It is not something to be practiced like physical action. Nowadays I am practicing humility. It's not to be practiced in an outer way. It's not about how you walk, how you talk, and what type of dress you are wearing, or how simple you are living and all. That is not a sign of humility at all. You might be very proud. You might be very proud of that also, that I am the humblest person in this locality. Sometimes people are proud of their absence of wealth also, that I am totally, vairagya. I don't possess anything. Ek pair of clothes I have, and that is. I don't like all those things. That is also pride only. Pride takes different forms. And then people also they encourage such people. Then, yes, you are such a wonderful person. So, amanitvam, if we develop, if this quality come, then we become fit to recognize our own self. If we are humble, don't be proud of any achievements of this. If we are humble, we become fit to recognize, because the mind, the intellect and the ahankar become soft. They just settle down. And in their settled state, my attention gets shifted from the kshetra to the kshetrajna, to that pure I am. Take your attention to that pure I am, my existence, my being, I am. And that pure I am will take you to your ultimate destination. So amanitvam will help. Another quality is adambhitvam, absence of dambha. Dambha is called hypocrisy. showing something which is not there. See, pride, people are showing off what they might be having. But damba is, they don't have it, but they want to still show, so they somehow show it too. Like, a person may have a pride of his wealth, but the neighbor doesn't have so much wealth. But what to do? Cannot accumulate wealth also. So somehow makes this show there and creates the illusion that I am also quite, lot of wealth I have. So show of wealth, position, name, fame, knowledge, humility, this, that, showing it off. That is all dambha. It's like, that is also that ahankar needs to get its fulfillment. The ahankar feels fulfilled by showing off. Because ahankar always wants to feel special. Ahankar wants to feel special. Ahankar doesn't want to feel ordinary. We don't want to be ordinary. We want to be special. We want to be recognized. We want our name to come. Even in the newspaper, 1,000 name comes and your name is there, you will first and circle it also. 1,001 people in Delhi got dengue. You were also one, so you will say, my name was mentioned. Where that one was me. So, that is, so dambha is showing something which is not there. So it is a lie. So trying to act at a physical level, showing off, showing off some qualities which are not there. So showing off certain things which you normally not do, but in the public you try to do. Normally that person may not meditate, but if a big gathering is there and everyone is looking, then they will sit there. हाथ में जपमाला लेके. Alone at home, TV देखते बैठता है. But in public, so that is all dambha. Okay. It is also part of that pride only, sort of. So dambha, Bhagavan says, you drop that dambha. Don't show off. If you are simple, remain simple. If you don't have certain qualities, you don't have them. Accept. If you are ignorant, then accept it. Don't show off your knowledge and I am so wise and all and start uttering all foolish things. Just remain as you are. So, adambhitvam, it helps. If this quality comes, it will help us to recognize my own self. These are very important. Because recognizing the self is more important than all the name and fame which one can get in this world. They are all useless. Once a person dies, nothing remains. And even if it remains, what is that for me? So, amanitvam adambhitvam, then ahimsa. Ahimsa is absence of himsa. Himsa is violence. Absence of violence is called ahimsa. Violence is giving sorrow and pain to other beings, causing pain, sorrow to other beings purposely to hurt them. It's called himsa, without any rhyme and reason. Or sometimes we have our own rhyme and reason. To cause pain and sorrow to other beings, not only human beings, but animal, bird, plants, is called himsa, and absence of that is ahimsa. That by my body, mind, intellect and equipment, consciously and through my swabhav, I should not cause any sorrow or any pain to other beings. That is called ahimsa. And should also not encourage others to cause pain. Sometimes we ourselves might not cause pain, but we encourage others to cause pain. Even certain food and all which we eat, we ourselves might be very nice, not killing those poor little animals and all, but we tell others to kill and make it and bring it, and then I will eat. So, whether I cause it directly or make others cause, I become the leader of the Himsa group. That is also a Himsa only. So, absence of Himsa at all levels. Not only I should be non-violent towards the world, but towards my own body, mind, people, in the name of spirituality or religion, they keep torturing themselves also. They become quite irritating to themselves. All sorts of funny ideas they have of spirituality or sadhana, and they torture their body, they torture their mind, they torture their intellect. So much so they get exhausted that in the name of God and spirituality, the person gets scared then. And then unconsciously he takes a sankalpa कि next life I want to become a gunda only. ये बहुत पीड़ा, ये उपवास वो उपवास, इधर जाओ, इधर यात्रा करो, उधर भजन गाओ, उधर ये करो, बाप रे बाबा, आज खाने का कुछ मन करता है लेकिन उपवास है. हाँ. So in the name of spirituality and religious rituals and all, don't torture yourself, but try to develop these qualities. Developing ahimsa is much more religious than doing other things. So amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshantihi. Kshanti means absence of disturbance when somebody gives us sorrow or pain. Paraparadha prapta avikriya. See, it is not exactly forgiveness. Forgiveness is one thing. But this is that even when somebody by consciously or unconsciously their actions or their action causes some pain or sorrow or disturbance, can cause disturbance, to remain undisturbed is called kshanti. To remain undisturbed. See, there are physically somebody causing pain and all, one can get it, one can get hurt. But there are a lot of things disturbed by thinking about it and all. More and more, we contemplate more upon them and then vikar comes in our heart. We become very, very disturbed. Somebody says something very harshly. And that incident happened only for 1 minute or something. Because to say harshly also, how long you can say? So 1 minute. But then I think about it. I contemplate very deeply. I don't contemplate on all these pravachans which I hear. But that, I think, why did he say like that? And that too in front of everyone. And he said like this. And it hurt me so much. And I feel in this. And I was all the time. Then at night, in the morning, while eating, drinking, walking, talking, this, that, all the time, that is called vikar. So remaining undisturbed by the actions, negative actions of the world towards you is called kshantihi. Whatever duties I have to do, whatever actions I have to take, I should take, but without getting disturbed. Kshanti doesn't mean we should not take any action. We can take action, but without getting disturbed, without having anger, without having jealousy, without having pride, without getting disturbed. Whatever has to be done, you just do it. It should not cause any vikar. That's called kshantihi. And arjavam. Arjavam means straightforwardness. Whatever is there in the mind, is there in the intellect, same thing gets expressed through the body. There is no crookedness, there is no kapat, there is no shrewdness. The person has got a straight, simple personality. That's called arjavam. And some more, we will see these qualities, and a lot of other very beautiful qualities are there in our class tomorrow.